Happiness, joy, excitement surrounds me as I log on to my fantasy team every week to see the sea of red arrows. My week is made even better when I see that I'm bottom of all the active managers in the month of November. Join me on an adventure that will take me back to the top 100k, where I belong. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see in my intro, I've been doing really badly in November. So today, I'm going to show you 3 reasons why I've been doing so badly in fantasy. The first reason why I've been doing so badly in fantasy is that I got my captaincy wrong. So here, all the players I've captained since game week 1, they don't seem that bad, right? They returned a total of 110 points. However, if you look at Lucas's captain's options, he has got a total of 146 points with his captain, which is 36 points higher than me. That doesn't seem a lot, right? But 36 points is the difference between the 2 million rank and the 1 million rank, so that is a huge difference in fantasy. As you can see on my table, I've usually captained the big hitters like Alba, Salah, Sterling, and Fernandes, but sometimes it didn't work out, especially when I captained Son. The reason why I've been captaining Son for Game Week 8 and Game Week 9 is that he was on form and he was scoring basically every single game week. But then teams that Son play sat back, and Son only does well when teams give him lots of space. Hence why Son didn't score in that points. I should have thought about that when I'm captaining Son next time. Also in Game Week 10, I captained Hakim Ziyech. He did pretty well in that game, but then Timo Werner, he missed so many chances. No, the other players I want to captain, they did better than Ziyech. I learned that you shouldn't captain. You should always captain the big hitters that you trust. For example, Salah, De Bruyne, and Bruno Fernandes. They're the best captaincy option for the week, and you shouldn't take risk when you captain players. Secondly, don't give up on proven players. So here are the kings of the season for this year. As you can see, Son and Kane over 98 points, and then Salah, Fernandes, and Zaha, Calvin-Lewin, Vardy, Zuma, Chua, and Vestergaard, interesting, and Fabianski in goal. So Salah and Fernandes are proven options from last year. I should have owned them both since November, because Salah and Fernandes are proven to be good and they deliver basically every single week. And if Fernandes continues his form, experts suggest that he might reach 300 points this season. I think lots of people are sleeping on Salah, like he did really well on last few seasons, but his total points got worse and worse. So lots of people are doubting his ability, but Salah is a proven option and he's a very safe pick, so I think everyone should have him on his team. Also Fernandes, if I got him in at Game Week 8, I would have got so much more points with Fernandes, especially if I captained him, my rank would be so much more higher. So what I learned is that I have to get De Bruyne and Fernandes in. So now I got Fernandes in last week. So I need to figure out a way to fit Salah, Fernandes, and Kevin De Bruyne in my team. So this is what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to sell James Rodriguez and get De Bruyne, and I'm gonna get Wilson for 40. But since there isn't enough funds, I have to sell someone this week for Ziyech. This week I'll probably sell Ziyech for Rafinha or Neto. So if you get these budget enablers, it allows you to get as much premium options as possible. Cause since the start of November, my team only had Sterling, Salah, and Son as my premium options. So if I get like at least 3 premium options, or maybe a good striker like Harry Kane, you can you have lots of variety of captain options, and my rank will be so much more higher if I have more premium options. The third reason why I'm doing so badly in fantasy is that I couldn't ignore other people's success. So since the start of November, my points total has been really bad, as you can see on this league table. And I was always looking into Lucas's and Stewen's team, also Brian's team, because his team is actually really good. So I'm always looking into the team and like think of what players I can bring in, and I'm making very emotional decisions, like taking a 8-point hit, taking a 4-point hit. So if I ignore their successes in the league, I can make more logical decisions and I could plan for the future. Next time, if Stuart and Lucas if someone is bragging about the score, I'll congratulate them, but I wouldn't be mad at myself for not getting a good score for the week. I mean, I wouldn't be jealous of their good score, and I'll just focus on my own team. So if I focus on my own team, I'll benefit my team in the long term. Moving on to the GW12 preview. So this is my team for GW12. Ziyech, he has got a hamstring injury, so I'm planning to sell him, but I still haven't decided who to sell him for. So two options I'm looking at is Rafinha from Leeds. So Rafinha from Leeds, he hasn't, like, he's only 0.5 owned, but he has looked really threatening in since game week 9. And the manager of Leeds, Bielsa, has confirmed that Rafinha will start next week. Even though Bielsa is known for a little bit of rotation, but I think Rafinha is quite a regular starter, and he will start most games. And Leeds have really good fixtures from game week 12 to game week 18, and I definitely think he could score some goals during that period. The other player I'm looking at is Neto. Neto is also a really good player. He started every single game for Wolves this season, but I think his attacking threat has decreased due to the injury of Jimenez, but I still think he could score some goals because he always shoots on sight, and sometimes he gets lucky and scores. Even though Wolves have bad fixtures, I still think Pedro Neto will score in a few of those fixtures. So these are the two players I'm looking at. So for my captaincy option, I'm planning to, of course I'm going to captain Salah. They're against Fulham. But even though Fulham, they have been improving defensively, they still look really bad. Like Man City played really well against them. Man City should score more goals against Fulham, and Fulham, they don't look that good against Man City, even though they're pressing really high up the pitch. So I think Salah could definitely get a return in the game against Fulham. The other option I'm considering is Vardy, because Vardy, he's playing against Brighton. Brighton, they push really high up the pitch. They need space behind Vardy to run behind. That's how Vardy plays. He goes past the line of defense, and he's not that good into playing teams with a deep block. But I think I'll captain Salah this week, which is very worth it. James Rodriguez is also a really big issue. I don't know who to sell him for, but I will sell him for De Bruyne after I downgrade Vardy next week. Well, who's Vardy against? Vardy will be against Everton next week. Oh, but Everton, they're really good defensively as well. So I could keep Vardy for one more week, but Man City is against West Brom next week. So, but I still think Vardy could score against Everton. So I'm not. I'll think about it next week. Thanks for watching this video, and remember to subscribe and like this video. Goodbye.